Hello, Immortal News Family, and welcome to another video from our channel. In today's video, we'll be sharing a list of well-known celebrities who have recently passed away, with their announcements made public today, September 19th. Additionally, we have some heartfelt tributes to honor their memories. Later in the video, we will also discuss the recent news surrounding Princess Kate Middleton with the utmost care and sensitivity. So, stay tuned, and before we begin, please show your support by giving this video a thumbs up. Thank you. Number 10. Nick Gravenites, whose soulful voice and incisive songwriting left an everlasting mark on the San Francisco blues and rock scene, made a lasting impact through his music and mentorship. Born on October 2, 1938 in Chicago, Illinois, Gravenites emerged from a vibrant local blues culture that shaped his distinctive style and approach to music. In the mid-1950s, Gravenites began to forge a path that would lead him from the South Side clubs of Chicago to the heart of San Francisco's psychedelic music explosion in the 1960s. His involvement with the Electric Flag, a band he co-founded with Mike Bloomfield in 1967, and his collaborations with Janis Joplin, particularly on her solo debut album, showcased his versatility and vision as a musician and producer. Gravenites' work extended beyond performance to songwriting, with contributions that became anthems of their era. His track Born in Chicago was recorded by the Paul Butterfield Blues Band and became a blues standard, covered by numerous artists and recognized by the Blues Hall of Fame in 2003. His influence stretched into the rock genre as well, evidenced by his role in producing the hit song One Toke Over the Line by Brewer and Shipley in 1971. Beyond his musical creations, Gravenites was a stalwart supporter of the blues legacy, participating in educational efforts and documentary films like Born in Chicago, which chronicled the city's blues scene. His dedication to the genre brought him into close relationships with legends such as Howlin' Wolf, Otis Rush, and James Cotton, further cementing his role as a bridge between the old guard and new listeners. Nick Gravenites passed away after a period of declining health. He died at the age of 86, leaving behind a legacy enriched by his deep contributions to music and culture. His work not only entertained, but also educated and inspired generations, ensuring that his influence will be felt for years to come. Tributes to Nick Gravenites. Number 9. John Lepe, widely recognized by his stage name Juan Brujo, was a monumental figure in the metal music scene, particularly as the frontman and co-founder of the revolutionary band Brujeria. Born on March 31, 1963, in Los Angeles, California, Juan carved a niche for himself and his band in the metal world with their unique blend of grindcore and death metal, sung entirely in Spanish. This bold musical endeavor not only showcased his artistic bravery, but also his deep connection to his cultural roots. Brujeria, formed in 1989, was conceptualized as a band that would resonate with the Hispanic community, incorporating themes and narratives that spoke directly to their experiences. Juan's leadership and lyrical genius helped propel the band from underground stages to global acclaim, influencing countless artists and fans worldwide. The band's gritty, unapologetic sound was a response to the social and political turbulence affecting Hispanic communities, and their music became a form of protest and expression against injustice. Juan's impact extended beyond music. He was a voice for the voiceless, often addressing issues of immigration, corruption, and oppression in his lyrics. His work on Brujeria's fifth studio album, Esto es Brujeria, released in 2023, continued to reflect his commitment to these causes, cementing his legacy as a musician unafraid to challenge the status quo. Tragically, Juan's life was cut short when he suffered a fatal heart attack in St. Clairsville, Ohio, during a break from his band's Mexorcista tour. Despite immediate medical attention, he passed away at the age of 61. His death has left a void in the music community and among his dedicated fans who found solace and strength in his music. Juan is survived by his family and bandmates, who remember him not only for his fierce presence on stage but also for his warmth and generosity off it. His commitment to his family and his passion for music were paralleled only by his advocacy for his community's rights and dignity. Tributes to Juan Brujo. Number 8. Geoffrey Hinsliff, a venerable figure in British television, left a lasting impact through his memorable roles and compelling performances. Born on October 9, 1937, in Leeds, England, Hinsliff's journey into acting was shaped by the encouragement of an English teacher who saw his potential. This guidance led him from a working-class background to the prestigious halls of the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, RADA, where he honed his craft on a scholarship. Hinsliff's career was marked by a diverse array of characters that showcased his versatility and depth as an actor. He is perhaps best remembered for his decade-long portrayal of Don Brennan on the iconic British soap opera Coronation Street from 1987 to 1997. His character's tumultuous relationship with Ivy, played by Lynn Perry, captivated audiences and became a standout storyline in the series. His departure from the show was as dramatic as his tenure, with his character meeting a fiery end that was fittingly memorable. Beyond the cobbles of Coronation Street, Hinsliff's talents were showcased in various other television series, including The Professionals and Z-Cars, as well as appearances in Doctor Who and the period satire Brass, where he played the forelock-tugging George Fairchild. This role allowed him to cleverly critique the class divides of his childhood, encapsulating the grit and wit of Northern drama. Off-screen, Geoffrey was described by his family as restless, curious, adventurous, and funny, a man who loved to engage in lively discussions around the dinner table. Above all, he cherished family and home, grounding his adventurous spirit with a deep love for his wife Judith and their daughters, Gabby and Sophie. He passed away at the age of 86. His death marks the end of an era for those who grew up watching his characters evolve. His belief in the transformative power of education and the arts remains a vital part of his legacy, inspiring future generations. Tributes to Geoffrey Hinsliff. Number 7. Leonard Hayflick, a pioneering American anatomist and biologist, made enduring contributions to the field of cell biology and gerontology. He was celebrated for his discovery of the Hayflick limit, the phenomenon that normal human cells can only divide a finite number of times, fundamentally altering our understanding of cell aging and the biology of aging itself. Born on May 20, 1928 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Hayflick's journey in science began with his curiosity and dedication to exploring the intricate mechanisms of life. After earning his PhD from the University of Pennsylvania in 1956, Hayflick's research at the Wistar Institute in Philadelphia led to his groundbreaking discovery in 1961, refuting the then prevailing belief that cultured normal cells could proliferate indefinitely. This finding not only propelled Hayflick to the forefront of cell biology, but also had profound implications for the development of vaccines and biotechnology, emphasizing the importance of using normal human cells in medical research. Throughout his career, Hayflick held prestigious positions, including professorships at Stanford University and the University of California, San Francisco. He was a founding member of the National Institute on Aging's Council and served as president of the Gerontological Society of America. His advocacy for realistic views on aging and criticism of the anti-aging industry were both controversial and influential, sparking widespread debate and further study. Hayflick's contributions were recognized globally, earning him numerous awards and honors, including the Sandoz Prize for Gerontological Research. His work extended beyond academia through his roles as a consultant for various national and international health organizations, shaping policies and research agendas on aging and health. Leonard Hayflick passed away in Sea Ranch, California, at the age of 96. His legacy is not just in his scientific discoveries, but also in his critical approach to the ethics and implications of longevity and aging research. His insights and methodologies continue to influence the fields of virology, immunology, and gerontology, embodying his belief in the power of science to improve human health and understanding. Tributes to Leonard Hayflick.
Number 6.
Zulya Kamalova, an emblematic figure in the world of world music, left an everlasting mark with her enchanting voice and profound storytelling. Born on August 8, 1969 in Russia, Zulya's musical journey began in her native Tatarstan, where she cultivated her passion for music from a young age. Her move to Australia in 1991 marked the beginning of an illustrious career that saw her bridging cultures through her art. Zulya's unique sound was characterized by a blend of Tatar and Russian musical traditions, which she infused with contemporary influences to create something truly unique. Her work with her backing band, Children of the Underground, allowed her to explore and expand her musical horizons, bringing her rich cultural heritage to international audiences. Zulya's discography is a testament to her versatility and includes acclaimed albums like Elusive, The Waltz of Emptiness, and the ARIA award-winning 3 Nights. Throughout her career, Zulya remained deeply connected to her roots, often singing in her native languages and playing an integral role in promoting Tatar culture on the global stage. Her music not only entertained but also educated, providing insights into the rich tapestry of Eastern European culture. Zulya's life was also marked by her bravery in face of adversity. Diagnosed with cancer, she fought valiantly against the disease, sharing her journey with fans and maintaining a positive outlook throughout. Her passing at the age of 55 was mourned by fans worldwide, leaving a void in the music community that had come to admire her spirit and talent. Survived by her husband Andrew and their daughter Zifa, Zulya's legacy is one of artistic brilliance and cultural advocacy. Her music continues to inspire new generations of artists and music lovers, ensuring that her voice, though silent, still resonates across the world. Tributes to Zulya Kamalova.
Number 5.
Evin Agassi, a celebrated Assyrian-American singer, profoundly impacted the global Assyrian community through his music and advocacy, leaving an everlasting mark on the cultural landscape. Born on September 25, 1945 in Kermanshah, Iran, Agassi's musical career spanned over 5 decades, producing more than 50 influential albums. His repertoire primarily consisted of ballads, nationalistic anthems, and folk songs, infused with elements of Persian and Latin pop music. His songs, mostly penned by his brother Gevorgis Agassi, resonated deeply with audiences in Australia, Europe, and West Asia, making him one of the most recognized voices among Assyrians worldwide. Agassi's journey began in the corridors of Iranian national radio, where his talents blossomed. He faced significant challenges, including political censorship, which ultimately compelled him to relocate to the United States in the late 1970s amidst the Islamic Revolution. Settling in Modesto, California, he continued to champion Assyrian causes through his music, particularly inspiring the Assyrian democratic movement. His patriotic songs became anthems for Assyrians in Iraq and beyond, advocating for peace and human rights. Despite threats to his life and attempts by the Iraqi government to silence him, Agassi remained a beacon of hope and resilience. He continued to perform internationally, raising substantial funds for Assyrian churches and community organizations. His last major album, The Circle of Life, was released in 2012 after a 7-year hiatus, cementing his status as a prolific artist whose music crossed borders and generations. Agassi passed away at the age of 78 due to complications from glioblastoma. His death was mourned across the world, particularly within the Assyrian community, where his music and legacy continued to inspire. Evin Agassi's life and work not only entertained, but also galvanized a community to celebrate and preserve their rich heritage. Tributes to Evin Agassi.
Number 4.
Tyrone C. Fahner, an influential American lawyer and former Illinois Attorney General, left an everlasting mark on both the legal and political landscapes. Born on November 18, 1942 in Detroit, Michigan, Fahner's journey was one marked by dedication and service. His early education was completed at Denby High School, followed by the University of Michigan and Wayne State University Law School, where he honed the skills that would define his career. Fahner's legal journey began in the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Northern District of Illinois, laying the groundwork for his lifelong commitment to justice and governance. His notable rise in public service peaked when he was appointed Illinois Attorney General in 1980, a role he held with distinction until 1983. During his tenure, he was known for his integrity and his efforts to reform the legal framework of Illinois. Beyond his public office, Fahner was a respected figure at Mayer Brown LLP, where he influenced legal practices and policies. His leadership extended to various boards and committees, including the Board of Foreign Scholarships appointed by Ronald Reagan and the Shedd Aquarium, where he served as chairman. Fahner's personal life was rich with the love of his family, including his wife Anne, and their time together in Evanston and Northfield. He passed away at the age of 81, leaving behind a legacy of profound professional achievements and personal commitments. His life's work not only shaped legal precedents but also demonstrated a steadfast commitment to serving the community. Tyrone Fahner's contributions to law, his mentorship to many, and his dedication to public service continue to inspire those who knew him and those who will learn of his legacy in the years to come. Tributes to Tyrone Fahner.
Number 3.
Harrison J. Goldin, a distinguished American lawyer and politician, left a significant imprint on New York City's fiscal and political landscape. Born on February 23, 1936 in the Bronx, New York City, Goldin's early academic prowess was evident as he graduated science valedictorian from the Bronx High School of Science. He continued his stellar academic journey at Princeton University, earning an A.B. summa cum laude, followed by an LL.B. from Yale Law School, where he was an articles editor of the Yale Law Journal and elected to the Order of the Coif. Goldin's career was marked by a deep commitment to public service, beginning with his role as an attorney in the U.S. Department of Justice's Office of Civil Rights during the Kennedy administration. He then served as a member of the New York State Senate from 1966 to 1973, where he was a voice for progressive values. His most notable public role was as New York City Comptroller from 1974 to 1989, a critical period that included the city's fiscal crisis of the mid-1970s. After his tenure as comptroller, Goldin founded Goldin Associates, a financial advisory and turnaround consulting firm that handled high-profile cases such as Drexel Burnham Lambert and Enron. His influence extended beyond the business world as he served as founding chair of the Council of Institutional Investors and a fellow of the American College of Bankruptcy. Beyond his professional endeavors, Goldin was dedicated to education, serving as an adjunct professor and lecturer at several prestigious law and business schools. His contributions to academia enriched the minds of many aspiring professionals. Harrison J. Goldin passed away in New York City at the age of 88. His death marks the loss of a man who was not only a formidable force in both politics and business, but also a dedicated educator and family man. He is survived by a legacy of profound influence on the fiscal integrity and governance of New York City, and by the countless individuals he mentored and inspired throughout his varied career. Tributes to Harrison J. Goldin.
Number 2.
Renowned for his unwavering dedication to improving veterans' lives and his impactful leadership within the Minnesota Department of Veterans Affairs, Larry Herke leaves behind a legacy marked by compassion and service. Born on March 12, 1963, in Des Moines, Iowa, Herke dedicated over 3 decades to military service, first in the U.S. Army and later in the Minnesota National Guard, before transitioning to significant roles within state government. Following his military career, Herke's commitment to service continued as he assumed the role of director of the Minnesota Office of Enterprise Sustainability. In this capacity, he was instrumental in implementing policies aimed at reducing the environmental impact of state operations. His leadership in environmental stewardship was a precursor to his subsequent role as the commissioner of the Minnesota Department of Veterans Affairs, a position he held with distinction from 2019 until his medical retirement in 2023 due to an ALS diagnosis. As commissioner, Herke was a champion for veteran affairs, fervently addressing issues such as veteran homelessness and enhancing the accessibility of state veteran homes. His initiatives not only improved the quality of life for many veterans, but also set new standards in veteran care within the state. Herke's influence extended beyond his professional endeavors. He was an active member of his community, serving on the board of the Minnesota Military and Veterans Museum, and participating in various organizations including the VFW, AMVETS, and the American Legion. His role as an assistant scoutmaster for the Boy Scouts of America underscored his commitment to mentoring youth and fostering leadership skills in the next generation. Larry Herke passed away in his home state of Iowa, surrounded by family. He was 61. His death marks a significant loss to the veteran and civic communities to which he dedicated his life. His innovative approaches and compassionate leadership have left an everlasting impact, ensuring that his legacy will continue to benefit many. Tributes to Larry Herke. What's trending on the internet? News 1. A tragic incident occurred in Brunswick County, North Carolina, where an 80-year-old man lost his life after driving through floodwaters early Tuesday morning. Richard Walton Robinson, a resident of Southport, attempted to navigate NC Highway 211, which had become submerged due to heavy rains from potential tropical cyclone 8. Despite road closures and law enforcement vehicles with activated blue lights, warning of impassable conditions near the Lockwood Folly River Bridge, Robinson drove around them. His vehicle, a blue Subaru Crosstrek, became fully submerged. Rescue teams arrived but were initially unable to locate the car. The Brunswick County Sheriff's Office dive team later discovered Robinson's vehicle with his remains inside. The storm dumped over a dozen inches of rain across the region, with some areas seeing up to 20 inches. Robinson's death is the only confirmed fatality from the storm. Authorities have confirmed that alcohol was not a factor in the incident. A state of emergency was declared in the area, with more than 120 people and 20 animals rescued from the severe flooding. The community remains on high alert as recovery efforts continue. News 2. A tragic incident occurred over the weekend when a young couple from Snohomish, Washington, lost their lives while snorkeling in Maui. Ilya Tsaruk, 25, and his pregnant wife, Sophia, 26, were found unresponsive in the water near the Ahihi Kanau Natural Area Reserve on September 14th, according to the Maui County Fire Department. First responders discovered Sophia floating in distress and immediately brought her to shore, where CPR was administered. They later found Ilya underwater, 150 yards offshore. Despite rescue efforts, both were pronounced dead at the scene. The couple, who were on vacation, were expecting a daughter and also had an 18-month-old son who was not with them at the time. Family members shared touching tributes, highlighting the couple's deep faith and love for life. They were excited for life and everything it was going to bring for them, said a family member. The Tzaruks were actively involved in their church, where Sophia's angelic voice and Ilya's dedication to worship were cherished by all. A GoFundMe campaign has raised over $111,000 to help with funeral expenses and support their son. News 3. A tragic incident in China has claimed the life of a 10-year-old Japanese student who was fatally stabbed on his way to school in Shenzhen. The boy, who attended a local Japanese school, was attacked on Wednesday, prompting immediate action from Chinese authorities. He was rushed to the hospital but tragically passed away the next day. Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida condemned the crime, calling it despicable, and urged Beijing to take all necessary measures to ensure the safety of Japanese nationals in China. Chinese officials expressed their condolences, with Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lin Jian assuring that the case is under investigation and that China will continue to protect foreigners within its borders. This is the second stabbing near a Japanese school in recent months, adding to growing concerns about safety. However, both nations expressed hope that this event will not strain diplomatic ties, despite ongoing regional tensions. The Japanese embassy has urged for increased security measures, especially on historically sensitive dates, and flags at diplomatic missions were lowered in mourning. The incident has sparked sympathy across Chinese social media, with calls for peace and understanding between the two nations. News 4. Princess Kate Middleton is embracing a positive new chapter after completing her chemotherapy treatments. The 42-year-old royal has been battling an undisclosed form of cancer, but is now focused on recovery. She is in a positive place, a close friend shared, emphasizing Kate's determination to regain her full health. Surrounded by the unwavering support of her family, especially husband Prince William and their 3 children, Kate is looking toward the future. In a recent video, she expressed her relief at finishing chemotherapy, acknowledging the challenges her family has faced over the past 9 months. Life can change in an instant, Kate said, adding that her journey has offered her a deeper appreciation for the simple things like love and family. Kate is determined to stay cancer-free and is eager to return to her royal duties. Though she's pacing her recovery, she's excited to resume public engagements. Her message of hope and gratitude has resonated with many, as she continues to inspire others with her strength and resilience. Kate's journey has shown her the importance of cherishing each moment, a lesson she holds dear as she moves forward. News 5. Vancouver Canucks star Dakota Joshua has revealed that he has been diagnosed with testicular cancer. In a heartfelt statement released on September 17th, Joshua shared that he discovered a lump on one of his testicles over the summer, which doctors later diagnosed as cancer. Thankfully, the tumor was successfully removed. This news was obviously scary to hear, Joshua wrote, but I've been fortunate to have the support of my family, friends, teammates, and doctors. While he won't be ready for the start of training camp, Joshua is focused on recovery and hopes to return to the ice soon. Joshua used his announcement to encourage other men to get checked regularly for testicular cancer, emphasizing the importance of early detection. Getting checked by a doctor quickly was the best approach, he said, urging others to stay proactive about their health. The 28-year-old forward had a career-best 32 points last season and signed a 4-year, $13 million contract in 2022. While there is no specific timeline for his return, Joshua expressed his gratitude for the continued support and asked for privacy during his recovery.
Number 1.
Anthony Barcellos, a revered math professor at American River College, ARC, was not only celebrated for his academic excellence, but also for his vibrant engagement with the arts and music communities. Born on April 4, 1951, in Porterville, California, Barcellos inherited his love for learning and culture from a family deeply rooted in Portuguese traditions and hard work on their dairy farm. His academic journey was marked by a series of notable achievements, graduating with honors from Porterville High School in 1969, followed by earning his associate's degree from Porterville College in 1971. Barcellos continued to pursue his passion for mathematics, obtaining a bachelor's degree from the California Institute of Technology in 1973 and a master's degree from California State University, Fresno in 1974. His academic prowess culminated in earning a doctorate in mathematics education from the University of California, Davis in 2005. Barcellos' career was diverse and impactful. Before joining ARC in 1987, he worked as a writer for the Albuquerque Journal, served as a legislative assistant in the California State Senate, and was an associate treasurer program officer at the California State Treasurer's Office. His tenure at ARC was distinguished by his innovative teaching methods, incorporating classical music and writing into his mathematics curriculum, which resonated well with students and colleagues alike. Known for his classes filled to capacity, Barcellos was a beloved figure whose approach to education was both rigorous and deeply humanistic. Beyond the classroom, Barcellos was a prolific music reviewer and a stalwart supporter of the local arts. His friendships, particularly with opera performers like Carrie Hennessy, underscored his commitment to enriching the cultural fabric of his community. His efforts to bridge music and community through his writing and patronage of the arts left a lasting imprint on Sacramento's cultural scene. Anthony Barcellos passed away at Mercy San Juan Medical Center at the age of 73, after a stroke. He is remembered as a passionate educator, a lover of the arts, and a community builder whose legacy will continue to inspire. Tributes to Anthony Barcellos. Christine Whitinger, a prominent American operatic soprano, left an everlasting mark on the world of opera with her compelling performances and vocal prowess.